Exciting cricketing action continues at the Oman D10 powered by FanCode. As we head into match number 4, it's MAJEES Titans versus MUSCAT Thunderers. And of course, we are live from the Oman Cricket Academy Turf 1. And what an exciting day one that we've had so far. Some really close encounters as well as some good convincing wins as well. Without much further ado, let's head on to the toss.
That time of the evening when the flip of a coin is going to be deciding the fate of the teams contesting with one another. On my left, it is MAJEES Titans, Rahil Habibullah, the captain, the young talent. On his left, it is the Kurum Thunders, which is now called MUSCAT Thunderers. Sandeep Gaur, the captain of MUSCAT Thunderers. On his left, it is the match official, Freddie Lonappa. Rahil, flip the coin. Khanjar is the call. Number it is, right? Congratulations. What are you going to do?
We'll have a ball.
Any particular reasons for that?
Not really. The pitch is playing quite well. We've seen today. We've had a match already. We batted first and it played quite well. We just want to switch it around and see what we can do.
What's the number on your mind?
Anything below 100 would be good for us. We wanted to restrict them and we have a strong batting lineup, so hopefully chase it down.
Any changes in the side?
Yeah, one change. One of our senior players, Ajay Bhai, is back. Fast bowler Tikshana goes out.
One final question. How do you feel leading a side, being a young sensation?
Yeah, it's been good. I've led in a couple of practice matches so far, so it's been good. A lot of the national team players and senior players are unavailable due to various reasons, so it's been good so far and hopefully a long, successful tournament ahead.
Done. Good luck for the match.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Sandeep, toss not going in your favor. What would you have done?
It is we anyways wanted to bat first, so toss doesn't matter for us.
Target on your mind?
Anything 100 would be defendable.
Any changes in the side?
We are playing with the same 11.
One final question. How do you feel after that close match?
You can expect nail biters in this particular format, so it was an amazing game. We had good fun.
Great. Good luck for the match. So the news from the sidelines is that MAJEES have won the toss and they're going to be looking to swing the ball under lights.
So that's the news from the centre. MAJEES Titans, Rahil Habibullah have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Quickly going through that lineup, MUSCAT Thunderers. They've got Afreed Katie and he'll be looking to do something with the ball. Ashish Odedra had a good first match. Ganesh Narsumaya, Jay Chelewada, Makarand Patil, Munis Ansari, Pranav Atavale will be keeping. Pratish Ramesh, Rana Naeem, Sandeep Gaur, the captain, and Syed Amir has been impressive in the first game. Taking you through that MAJEES Titans side, joining me in the comm box is going to be Numan.
Well, MAJEES Titans, they have Abbas Khan up the order, Abdul Rauf, Abid Khan, Ajay Lal Cheda, Faizan Abdullah, Mani Yusuf, Rahil Habibullah, the skipper, Shafiq Jan, Ubaidullah, Osama Akil, and Vishwa. MAJEES Titans, they have won the toss and they have decided to have a ball first. Umpires, the two umpires officiating the game, they have entered the field, they're all in readiness. So to remind everyone that this is the match number 4, the last game of the day where MUSCAT Thunderers are taking on MAJEES Titans.
Of course, and both these teams who are going to be at each other in this very last encounter for the evening. They've got contrasting fortunes rather. The MUSCAT Thunderers pulled off a last ball victory, whereas the MAJEES Titans, they somehow missed out on that first game of the day. But they did play well. They managed to get to a good total, but then that total was not good enough to stop that onslaught, that late onslaught of Mehran Khan, who set his eye in all throughout the innings and then went for those big shots, literally changed the momentum of the game. Whereas on the other side, MUSCAT Thunders waited and believed in themselves till the very last delivery and made sure that they held on to their catches, did a little bit good with the ball. Some of their bowlers, especially Amir Shah, made sure that they were never too far behind from clinching that victory, especially the last couple of overs that they bowled in defense of that total. They made sure that the batters never got out of hand.
Well, absolutely. And on the other hand, both of these sides, especially the MAJEES Titans, after losing the first game, they would be eyeing a comeback in the match number 2.
One noticeable change in that MAJEES Titans side, they're bringing in the experience of Ajay Lalcheta into the whole mix of things, and I think that's very much needed here. Too much on the young shoulders of Rahil Habibullah behind the stumps. A new captain for the MAJEES Titans. Otherwise, the regulation captain would normally be Zishan Maqsood or Syed Amir Kaleem. You would have Ravindra Karunaratne as well, who would be leading the side. So plenty of options. Ajay Lalcheta himself is a good leader as well. Right then, play on, says umpire Azad. And Abid is straight away on the mark. Loud shout. Will be a very, very interesting watch here.
Well, absolutely not one, but 2 chances on the ball number 1. What an eventful start to the last game of the day. Right length on this occasion, the first delivery. Yeah, it must be sliding down the leg side.
It will be very interesting to see about the amount of swing that Abid and the other quicker bowlers can produce. And just as that replay showed, it was a double chance. They managed to scamper for a single, but then it was a touch and go situation. Had that hit, it was curtains for Ashish Odedra. Quick single once again. Direct hit. Always going to be interesting. We'll have a look at the square leg umpire. Whether he's going to go upstairs, going to go to the TV director to check for that run out. And yes, he does. So third umpire referred.
Well, they look so convinced, the MAJEES Titans side. Abdul Rauf with the throw. Must be a touch and go situation. Yeah, that's close. The batsman looked well short of his crease. And what a start this is for the MAJEES Titans.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a disastrous start here for the Muscat Thunderers. Ashish Odedra and Naeem at this point in time really wanted to get the Muscat Thunderers to a good start, but at the moment it's Naeem, Rana Naeem, who is walking back courtesy some diligent and smart fielding by Abdul Rauf. He's gone for naught, and the Muscat Thunderers are one for the loss of 1 wicket already. Right there, new batsman as the MAJEES Titans have managed to strike first blood. It's going to be Amir Shah. He's already raised a few eyebrows. He's already made people notice with his bowling. And now he's going to ploy his trade with the bat. Can he make a difference? Abid has been good since ball number 1. On target once again, manages to trickle it down the leg side. A little bit of bat on it. Or rather, it's going to be just pad. Yes, umpire Azad signals leg byes, and it's going to be a boundary.
Staying on the pads on this occasion. helping on its cause and getting a boundary. Here's Amir. Have a look at this on the pads. Easy pickings.
This time dragging the length back, and it's wide outside off stump. So that would probably mean that he'll try to cut it and try to slash hard at the ball. But then this is always going to be the case, isn't it? In the power play. And you are always looking to score quick runs, try to go over the fielders. Is this the right plot? Do Muscat Thunderers have that sort of quality who can manage to clear the infield on a regular basis in a normal orthodox manner?
Forced off the back foot on this occasion. Abid has been impressive. Not just with his bowling, but what I have been fond to see is his level of fitness. Playing second game in a day, sometimes it's kind of get draining. No matter the format you're playing, be it T10 or T20, but playing 2 games in a day, coming out to bowl, warming up before the game, going back after the first match, all the fueling to be done. So it takes a lot of toll on your body, not just physically, but mentally as well. So you got to give credit to Abid the way he's been keeping himself up to the task.
Wild swing, and a little bit of untidy work by the captain Rahil Habibullah behind the stumps. And he'll leak a bye. So that brings an end to the over. It's still a very, very tidy over by Abid. It's going to be 6 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of the very, very first over. The Muscat Thunderers are off to a start. By the new bowler in Shafiq Jan, and man of the match on the first, or rather he's had a very, very good match in that first encounter for the MAJEES Titans. And he's going to be bowling here. Second over into the block hole, tries to target the stumps. And Amir Shah, as has been the case from the very first delivery, just wants to take a wild swing at everything hurled his way.
And that should not be the case. A perfect example was the way Mehran Khan played and the way Ashish Udedra played in the first match. You got to give respect to the good balls and you got to play out the bad balls for runs. You just cannot go out all guns blazing and attack every single delivery. Obviously, the bowlers have got their job cut out as well. The competition, it should be equally poised.
Once again, targeting the stumps. He's bowling a good line, and what I really like about Shafiq Jan is that he bowls with decent pace, bowls his heart out. Very intimidating sort of a bowler. You wouldn't want to be facing a bowler of the stature of Shafiq Jan, especially in the second over, because at the moment in a D10 competition, if you are a batter opening, all you want to do is see ball, hit ball. But when you have somebody like the stature of Shafiq Jan just steaming in towards you, it's always going to make a bit of a difference mentally. Big delivery. Short of length, slightly pulled back the length. And once again gets good carry back to the keeper.
He's got all the ingredients to be a good fast bowler. His height, his action, his rhythm, the belt, everything that Jan Shafiq has. All good fast bowlers possess that. Have a look at this. The length he bowls. the areas he targets. A very decent fast bowler, and not just a fast bowler, someone who can give you handy runs low down the order.
Beautiful ball, sharply coming into the right-hander. That was anyways going to be missing leg stump, but then that was one really hell of a ball. Look at that movement that Shafiq Jan has produced on this occasion.
Well, Jan Shafiq is showing that he can not just only hit the deck hard, he can move the ball as well. Late swing on offer. Probably sliding down the leg side. We have not seen so many LBWs given on the first day. But so far a decent standard of umpiring. Everything has been spot on at the Oman D10. Powered by Fan Code.
Big shot, down the ground, stand and deliver. Talk about see ball, hit ball. Boy, was he seeing that like a beach ball. Ashish Odedra just picking up from where he left off in the previous innings he's played tonight.
Well, the length was absolutely poor on this occasion. So does the line. You're feeding the batter in his zone, asking for the punishment. Gets the maximum result. Ashish Odedra.
Absolutely cracked that one down the ground. Got decent elevation as well. This time just deftly pushes it towards the offside to steal a single because it's the last ball of the over, and I think Ashish Odedra believes in himself in doing bulk of the scoring. So end of the second over, I believe. And it's going to be 14 for the loss of 1 wicket. Muscat Thunderers will have to believe in themselves and manage to get through to a massive total.
Bowling chain, right arm over.
Right then, 2 overs done, and it's a mixed bag sort of a performance here by the Muscat Thunderers. Ashish Odedra in the previous over of Shafiq Jan, which actually was turning out to be a fantastic over, just cracked a massive one down the ground. And now he's facing another bowler here. Wild throw by the fielder, nearly hit the bowler Ubaidullah as well.
A leg by given by the umpire. Fast bowlers operating for the MAJEES Titans.
Right arm over.
Ubaidullah operating from the Oman tail end.
He's been a young find as well for the MAJEES Titans. Now playing for the MAJEES Titans for quite a few seasons in different formats. Bowled him! Gets an inside edge. And Ubaidullah certainly is going to be really relieved. It's the left-hander Amir Shah who was pushed up the order to do some damage, and Ubaidullah strikes.
Yeah, playing away from the body. No certain feet movement, not getting anywhere close to the ball. Poor shot selection, resulting in the demise of Amir.
Right then, so breakthrough here by the MAJEES Titans, and it's going to be Pranav Atavale, the keeper for Muscat Thunderers, and he's been brought in, pushed in to make a difference here. Make sure that the Muscat Thunderers amass some sort of a respectable total. You did mention the captain, Sandeep God, was talking about reaching a total of around 100.
Wide.
Slowly and steadily, MAJEES Titans are trying to pull back things here.
Well, absolutely. So far, decent proceedings by the MAJEES Titans. And once you are down on the points table, you lost the first game. There's always some sort of motivation coming into the match number 2 that you have to do well. You have to make a comeback. And that spirit is being shown on the field by MAJEES Titans. Pranav Athavale batting at number 4 for Muscat Thunderers.
A little bit of inside edge onto the bat. Half-hearted appeal, and there was another near miss in terms of a run out here. Keeper Rahul Habibullah certainly nimble behind the stumps.
Yeah, pushed on the onside. Seemingly the batter was safe.
Right then, what's Ashish Odera thinking here? He's having a good look at the field and he's wondering whether Ubaidullah can be taken apart here. Of course, he's got his usual areas vacant, over covers down the ground. Plays a cross-batted shot, this time towards the onside, only a single.
This is the 4th game of the day, and what I have seen and what I've learned about this surface is that it's not easy to hit on the length balls. Once you hit the deck hard, it just gets difficult for the batter to hit you out.
Yes, I completely agree with you, but then at the same time, you also need to have that experience because these cricketers have been playing on the surface day in, day out for many years. They would have a good understanding on that. Trying to charge down the track on this occasion, Pranav Atavale will only manage a leg by, so this is turning out to be quite a handy over. Just a leg by, then you've had a wicket, an extra in terms of a wide, couple of singles. Overall, if you look at the figures, 1 for 3 in an over is going to look really good on your resume.
That too in a T10 game. Brilliant from Ubaidullah.
MAJEES Titans, and they are up against Muscat Thunderers, who are one of the most experienced and one of the oldest sides in the Oman domestic circuit. They've always been playing premier level cricket. Slower ball and drifting down the leg side. Only makes you think that I think Ubaidullah is targeting the length rather than targeting the line and asking the batter to take that riskier option of clearing the infield.
You are absolutely right. Seemingly has learned the art on operating on this surface. The quicker you adapt, the better it becomes for you and your team.
Hits him on the pad, a loud shout. It's just going to be another one that will go begging at the hands of the umpire. So end of the 3rd over. It was a very quiet one, as a matter of fact. 21 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 3. Muscat Thunderers.
यहाँ थर्ड मैन आ जाओ आप
An impressive first game for MD Yusuf with the ball. And now he's been brought in early as well. In the fourth over, 21 for 2 Muscat Thunderers. Will only be a matter of time when you also see Ajay Lalchetta being brought into the action. Plenty of experience in this MAJEES Titans. Lot of thinking caps. So a lot of support here for the new captain Rahil Habibullah to take things forward. Targets the right length, MD Yusuf. He will take at least another ball to settle in, and then you'll see him darting into the right-handers.
Yeah, that has been his strength. His arm ball, the way he usually operates. See, number of spinners using that approach. Shakil Ahmed, the one. I've seen him in the previous game. He also darts the ball in.
Still very different kind of bowlers. Shakil Ahmed is somebody who comes with somewhat of a slinging sort of an action, comes from really wide off the crease and bowls in really quick. It's almost as quick as a medium pacer, whereas MD Yusuf does have the traditional spin element to his bowling. There you go, trying to toss it up, keeping it away from the right-hander.
So far, a slow proceedings is for the Muscat Thunderers. You got to give credit to the way MAJEES Titans have tightened the screws. 6.86 is the current run rate.
Well, it's not going to be easy for the Muscat Thunderers, because then you look at the names, the kind of names that are missing from this side. Up top in that order is going to be Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, who's right now in Canada with the national team. And then, of course, you have Ayan Khan, who is also a good hitter. Jatinder Singh is out there in Canada. Bowled him, and MD Yusuf certainly darts one right into the right-hander. And a similar sort of a celebration that we saw earlier on in this afternoon. That's the third wicket for Muscat Thunderers, as the danger man, Ashish Shodedra, will make a long walk back to the pavilion.
Yeah, that's a timely blow. That's a big wicket. Not hesitant to flight the ball up. The top performer from the last game, Ashish Shodedra, takes a long, daunting walk back to the hut. 11 of 12 for Ashish, 25 for 3.
New batsman, right-handed Patil, is now out there in the center, in a spot of bother. Muscat Thunderers at the moment, and they'll not be liking this. It's an unusual situation for them, especially at the hands of MAJEES Titans. Once again, trying to dart it into the right-hander, but straying down the leg side. What's it going to be? Wayward effort here by Abid. Signalled leg by umpire Zaman Qureshi brings an end to the fourth over. It's been a good one by MD Yusuf. 27 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 4. Muscat Thunderers. Ajay Lalchetta, the experience of Ajay Lalchetta is now being employed by the captain Rahil Habibullah, and this is going to be an interesting contest here. Another left-arm orthodox, and I think this is where Oman cricket started with left-arm orthodox, as a matter of fact. Been serving different teams all through the ages. Ajay Lalchetta brings in a plethora of experience to the side. Loud appeal, and that was flighted really well, and the revs on that ball was interesting as well.
He's got a very interesting action, Ajay Lalcheta. Takes a couple of pauses and then even takes a pause during the action as well. That was a very close call.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed here. Ajay Lalcheta. Certainly outfoxed the batter on that occasion. Makran Patel now. Very confident stride. He's a tall, lanky yet, Makran Patel. Puts a good foot outside to counter that turn that Ajay Lalcheta can possibly produce. But it's a fairly fresh ball, so I think it should be a little difficult. But then, most certainly, he knows his trade quite a bit. Once again, not afraid to toss it up. Chasing the ball is going to be only a single.
What a decent start this by Ajay Lalcheta. Something that we have been mentioning over and over about the experience that these seasoned players, they bring to the equation. There has always been a talk about youngsters and promoting youngsters and giving them the opportunities. But the fact remains there that experience in the senior players, they need to be with the youngsters. Knocks him over. What a delivery. That was an arm ball, a quicker one. Ajay Lalcheta strikes.
What a great delivery that was. Absolutely top drawer stuff here from Ajay Lalcheta. Just have a look at that. Once again, drifting it, this time pulling the length, dragging the length back. Short delivery, and the ball just skids on to the stumps, completely outfoxed. Here, Pranav Atavale will head back into the dressing room. He's just scored 3 of 6 deliveries as Muscat Thunders are 29 for the loss of 4.
Just not too much. Take a start well. Left arm round, cutting across. 2 to go.
Captain Sandeep Gaud out there to do a little bit of damage control. The wickets are falling at the moment steadily, much to the delight of the MAJEES Titans. Ajay Lalcheta greets him with another floater.
Mixing it up well. Ajay Lalcheta, the experienced campaigner. In the absence of Saida Amir Kareem, Zishan Maqsood, Ravindra Karnuratne, it's important for Ajay Lalcheta to step up.
Nice bowling action, a hop and a skip. And look at that. Quick running. There is a mix-up out there at the striker's end. They're going to go for the third umpire, but then the actual intent should have been towards the keeper's end. But Ajay Lalcheta manages to inflict some damage. Going to be a good close call here by the third umpires. And at the end of 5, MAJEES Titans have managed to restrict Muscat Thunderers 30 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Let's move, guys. Bas, bas. Chalo, chalo. Top Manik. Ball अच्छे lads. तगड़े okay यारो शाबाश lads.
Yusuf Manik will continue from the Oman LNG end.
Right ball. ठीक है शाबाश शाबाश. तगड़े okay Manik.
Once again angled into the pads, Erd in line, will be signalled as wide by umpire Zaman Qureshi. Once again, angling into the right-hander, not looking to give any room whatsoever. Yusuf Manik He's an experienced campaigner. He's been a part of the MAJEES Titans for a while now. Flighted. And Sandeep Gaur is not able to get underneath it. A lot of this depends on Sandeep Gaur and Makran.
Once again, drifting down the leg side, and Yusuf Manik has somehow managed to restrict the flow of runs. He's managed to pick up a good wicket as well. So a lot happening in his overs, quite eventful. And at the end of the day, you see that you've just managed to nick off just 3 or 4 runs. This one's just taken the outside edge of the bat, and that quick outfield is going to make sure that it's 4 runs. So welcome boundary here for the Muscat Thunders.
Almost manufactured from the bat of Sandeep Gaur. Yusuf Manik wouldn't be very happy. Ever since the spinners have come into act, run making has been very difficult. Good effort from Abdul Rauf. Not able to restrict a boundary nonetheless. Flighted, heaved. There is a lot of protection in the deep on the leg side. And Ubaidullah will cover it up. 6 overs done. 38 for 4 is Muscat Thunderers struggling to make a comeback.
So 6 overs done, 38 for 4. Ajay Lal Cheta will continue. And what a first over he's had, just 2 runs and that's success. Once again targeting the stumps, catch it is the call, but falling a couple of bounces short of Ubaidullah at long on. So now Ajay Lal Cheta will certainly look to bowl a little bit more quicker all throughout the rest of this over. Very, very lengthy pause in between his strides. This time once again targeting and shooting the ball right through that cow corner region. The ball darted across that quick outfield. Another boundary here and a welcome boundary for Muscat Thunderers.
The word around the corner has been that Makrand is a very talented player and he will have to prove a point here. He'll have to get those lovely finishes towards the remaining 23 deliveries if they want Muscat Thunderers to be in the contest. Spinners have tightened the flow of runs, not just in this game but in the previous games as well. Probably could be cause of dew.
Well, that's something that you've got to observe. You can see that the bowlers are not having any difficulty in gripping the ball, so I believe it's not the dew. Big shot down the ground, and Makran Patil has launched that into the orbit, targeting that towards the commentator's box. Straight down the ground, so it's a maximum here. Plenty of runs already in this over from Ajay Lal Cheta.
Lal Cheta wouldn't be happy. He made room for himself, Makrand. He's an experienced player. He's played some good quality professional cricket in India before making way to Oman. And now once he's here in Oman, he would love to make a point here. He's a part of one of the top ranked teams here. Let's not forget that. Can he make it count is the question. With that single, it'll be 50 up for Muscat Thunderers.
Yes, just a couple of overs ago and we were raving about how MAJEES Thunders, with all that experience in that left-arm orthodox bowlers that they possess, have managed to pull things back and keep things quiet, and just that one good over and suddenly things look quite ordinary. Big shot a big heave towards that corner region, but will ensure he only gets a single. So good rotation of strike after a couple of big hits will ensure that Muscat Thunderers end the 7th over on 51 for the loss of 4 wickets.
If you have a look at the batting card, you would be a little disappointed if you're a Muscat Thunderers fan. Just couldn't get start. Ashish Odidra, the performer of the previous game, got 11 to his name of 12. But right now it is all dependent on Makrand and Sandeep. Captain Sandeep, can they make it count? 51 on the board. And alongside me joins in Mudassir. Mudassir, what do you think? 3 overs to go. Can they get 30, 35, 40 and stay in the game?
For that, Patil needs to play as many as deliveries possible and get those quick runs. It all depends on this pair, Sandeep Gaur and Patil. Good comeback by MAJEES Titans. But the problem has been those 14 extras.
Something that I'm not happy about from MAJEES Titans is that now that the game is in majority control, that'll be runs. Very, very good fielding, keeping it down to only a single. Trust me, he saved 3 on this occasion.
A great effort.
Coming back to my point, something that I'm not happy about is I would have wanted the premium bowlers to be bowling these overs right now when Muscat Thunderers are in real pressure. And probably a wicket or two here could have wrapped things early. Rather, what MAJEES Titans is doing is taking the game deep, giving an opportunity for Muscat Thunderers to make a comeback. And that could be very, very costly. We've seen how close was the previous fight from Muscat Thunderers. They're a champion side, let's not forget that. Looking for a big heave, looking for a big heave. He's feeling the pressure, the scoreboard pressure. It's not just the runs on board which makes the pressure happen to the batters. Sometimes getting the runs on the board is also a matter of pressure.
Hitting the deck hard. And some serious pace generated by Ubaid on the previous delivery. They don't have the services of Prajapati and Jatinder, in fact, Jatinder Singh. High in the air, fielder settling. Patil departs. Excellent field placement. Bowling as per the field is Ubaid. Patil, who was looking good, trying to raise the tempo of the runs here, departs.
What a wonderful time to pick up a wicket. Ubaidullah has answered the question that I asked earlier in the over. Can they get a wicket? Ubaidullah says, yes, I can. And a beautiful catch at deep point will sum up the innings of Patil. Makrand Patil walks back for 13 of 10 deliveries, courtesy of a boundary and a maximum. Muscat Thunders in more trouble, 52 for the loss of 5. Coming back to the number of players that Muscat Thunderers are missing, Suraj Kumar to be added to the list, Samay Srivastava, take outside edge, will be runs as many as 4. Ganesh is the batter who's walked in and immediately gets runs to his name.
Deliberately played fine using those wrists. And no third man in position. It's a welcome boundary and off the mark with that 4 runs. Still plenty of boundaries needed from the blade of Ganesh as well as from Sandeep Gaur. Scorecard not looking good, 56 for the loss of 5.
Back of the hand, slower delivery. Played down the ground for a single. So counting the players, Ayan Khan, starting from the top, Jatinder Singh, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, Ayan Khan, Samay Srivastav, Siddharth, and Suraj Kumar. 6 players that have travelled to Canada, if I'm not making a mistake, for national duty. Ubaid will continue for his last delivery. Slower delivery and well stopped by Faizan Abdullah at mid-off. They're pushing for the second. Would have required a collection from Ubaidullah to incur the run out. Nonetheless, 2 runs to the name of Sandeep Gaur, the captain. 8 overs done, 59 for the loss of 5 Muscat Thunderers. It's time for the floating power play. An advantage to the batting side. And Muscat Thunderers had to take it with Ganesh and Sandeep. Probably one of the last recognized pair. Yes, they do have the service of Amir Shah, who is yet to make his way. He can strike the ball a long distance as well. Slower delivery. Abid is a tricky customer. Oh, Abid will not be very happy with what has happened. Rahil Habibullah, the captain, trying to effect a run out, has conceded a single in form of a bye.
Also, as a team captain and a team owner, they'll be proud that 6 people representing this side. And talking about the bowling, Ubaidullah clearly pick off the bowlers, couple of wickets to his name. Abid has been brilliant, the left arm fast bowler. Onto the back foot, yes and no, rightly sent back by Sandeep Gaur. So batting power play. At least they need to get 14 to 15 runs in this over.
What's really interesting is that they're trying to get runs, no effort whatsoever from Ganesh on this occasion. Abid has bowled 8 deliveries in the power play and he's conceded only 1 run. Such has been the wrath of MAJEES Titans this evening. Slower delivery and a fumble will still keep them on strike and not allow them to rotate.
The way he starts his run up, it reminds me of Bilal Khan. Well-built fast bowler Abid. And good check Pranav. Already 9 balls and giving away just a run.
Everything resembles Bilal Khan, the way he walks, the hairstyle, the way he starts. Slower shot and a bouncer will be signaled as wide from the umpire and a warning to add on to it. I've liked the way Abid has bowled. Dug in short, dug in sharp, and no chance whatsoever. He has that variation, he has that pace, he has the left arm angle as well.
61. Slower delivery, not able to get those boundaries. Even the likes of Sandeep Gaur, he's struggling. Change of pace. So far, very impressive.
Brilliant control from Abid. 2 runs so far, rather 3 in the 10 deliveries that he's bowled, everything in the power play, and he's been spot on. What a bowler. This is struck, and the ball is travelling. Just when we were appreciating all the act of Abid, Ganesh has something to contribute to it. Struck across the line, pulled it, probably picked the slower delivery very early.
Boundary number 2 for Ganesh, using the feet and waiting for the delivery and dispatch towards cow corner. Strong muscles helping Ganesh to find that boundary. So the first boundary conceded by Abid. And with that 4, Ganesh moves to 10 and MAJEES Titans. In fact, Muscat Thunderers to 66.
Too good, too good, too good for Ganesh on this occasion. That's the end of spell for Abid. 2 overs, just 7 runs, both the overs in the power play. And Muscat Thunderers are struggling with 1 over to spare. 66 for the loss of 5 for Muscat Thunderers. So the final over, Shafiq Jan, and he will continue with the change of pace. That was so effective for Abid.
He looks so ordinary with the bat, Sandeep Gaur. Because of that extra added pressure and that responsibility leading the side in the absence of few big names not playing this tournament, busy with the national team in Canada. Lucky runs, but good field placement. This time they have protection in the deep. Just a single. Technically very sound batter, but this is the second game he's struggling with the bat. The captain of Muscat Thunderers.
What I feel is that it's the conditions, because what we have noticed in the last 2 games is that run scoring has been a little difficult compared to the normal. And that's probably the reason why there has been so much of struggle from the batters. Slower delivery once again, lead cut to short third, rather deep third. And there's a lot of struggle from the batters all of a sudden in the last 2 games. Previously it was free-flowing batting. What could be the reason? Probably dew. We've seen a few towels around.
I think they did not read the conditions quite well. We have seen Ashish getting some 59 odd runs, Nadeem Bhalli getting 40 odd runs. So you can get those runs, but you need to be very smart. Excellent piece of bowling. Struggle continues for Gaud.
This is really interesting. Most of the pacers are bowling slow change of pace. And that has been very, very effective. The only reason that I can think of is dew coming into effect, because few balls from the spinners were high full tosses as well. So that could be because of dew. The ball skidding through. Once again, change of pace. And it's been working for Shafiq Jan at the moment. Just 10 runs of his 1.5. This has been brilliant strategy implementation from the young Rahil. MAJEES Titans right on top, 68 for the loss of 5 with a delivery to go. Can the captain finish off in style? He'll be content with a single, and a single to third. will help Majees Titans set a target of 70 runs for themselves in the second innings. Muscat Thunderers 69 for the loss of 5. Certainly didn't do justice to their innings in the first. But can they make a match out of this? Mudi.
A full mark should be given to the bowlers. They read the conditions quite well. In a shorter format, it's a great achievement to keep your opposition below 70 runs. 69 for the loss of 5. The likes of Sandeep Gaur managing just 15 of 19 balls. And talking about the batting card, Naeem, a duck to his name, Ashish Wadedra, the star in the first game, managing just 11. They had their own struggles in the middle order. Amir, Pranav, Makaran looked good but managed just 13. And the struggle for Sandeep continues in this tournament. Ganesh managing some quick 10 of 6 deliveries. Some help has been provided by the bowlers. 16 extras have been leagued. 69 below par total posted by the batting team.
If you're talking about the bowling, the name right at the top might not have wickets to his name, but look at that economy of just 3 runs per over. Brilliant. 2 wickets to Ubaidullah, a wicket apiece for Manik and Ajay. Kept things tight. 69 is what Muscat Thunderers could get in the process for the loss of 5 wickets. Talking about the highlights, it is the match between Muscat Thunderers and Majees Titans. Abid started off in style. They were looking for wickets. An early run out was in effect. There were a few shots played around, but it didn't matter a lot because wickets kept tumbling in flow. Spinner were very effective, especially the left arm spinners. They didn't have an answer to the left arm spin of Majees Titans. Yes, a few boundaries here and there came into attack, but it was never convincing.
This was a fall of Patil. Excellent field setup by the bowlers. Some lucky runs getting the thick outside edge. And this was the last boundary. The blade of Ganesh that too came in that 8th over. So we'll dive into a short break. When we'll be back, it will be chase on for Majees Titans. They just need 70 runs to get the first couple of points in their kitty in their allot 10 overs.
final game of day one. Majees Titans versus Muscat Thunderers. Muscat Thunderers batting first, getting just 69 on the board for the loss of 5 wickets. No early contributions, a few late contributions allowing them to reach 69. 13 for Makrand, 15 for Sandeep, 10 for Ganesh. What mattered in the bowling department is 2 wickets for Ubaidullah, 1 apiece for Manik and Ajay. But the economy of Abid Khan, just 3 runs per over, that is what made the difference. 2 overs in the power play. Alongside me, it is Mudassir. Mudassir, what do you think? What do you make of this match?
70 is quite gettable, but it's not easy when the opposition have someone like Munis Ansari. So it all depends in the power play, and to get those 70 runs, walks in Usman and Asif Khan. Bowlers did a pretty good job. Now it's up to the batters to get that 70 and get those couple of points in their kitty. Yet again, it's up to the bowlers. In the first game, Muscat Thunderers defended 92. Now they need to defend 69.
It's going to be a task. Certainly an uphill task. But let's not rule them out. They're a very experienced side. Munis Ansari has been around for ages. He can bowl Yorkers. Even if you wake him up from sleep, tie a band around his eyes, he would still be able to hit the target, the block hole. Such is the quality of Munis Ansari. And alongside him, it is Afreed Katie, a man who can swing the ball both ways, in and out, has a decent pace behind his back as well.
Afreed Katie, he got that first wicket in the previous game of Naseem Khushi in the first over. Now yet again, it will be up to this youngster. A tough task. Nothing is impossible. So it's Afreed Katie to Usman.
We'll start with the slip. And straight down the ground. He's not looking to keep it down at all. Osama will get a couple on this occasion. Just a good start for Majees Titans.
They need to play that positive kind of cricket here. Sometimes, as a batter, you get relaxed by seeing that 70 runs to be getting 10 overs. Go hard on the bowlers, get those quick runs in the power play. Take the control of this game.
Although in the process, you don't want to be losing early wickets and putting the pressure on the side which is in the lead at the moment. That is Majees Titans. The only way Muscat Thunderers can make an impact into this game or make it very effective is by picking up wickets. Because if Majees Titans plays through 10 overs, I see a very, very low chance of them not getting to 70. Shot. And hit down the ground for a single.
Your thoughts on the surface, Pranav? Because to me, it's a very good batting track. As a batter, if you can apply, if you can just see 3-4 balls, or even if you can play those 6 deliveries, get an eye, and you can get those big score on this surface. But the problem has been the batters not applying themselves.
I don't think anybody could have put it any better than what you have conveyed. This is a brilliant batting track. Yes, there is a little bit for the bowlers as well. Shot. The ball is in the air. There are 2 fielders coming underneath it who cannot make it count. Rana Naeem being one of them. They need the luck to work in their favor, Muscat Thunderers. One important thing that I've let's go to the replay first. Shot, and in no control whatsoever was the batter. Rana Naeem looking to cut that single off, was charging in, and the ball falls just behind him. Talking about the surface, I feel that it's a little soft, and that is the reason you don't have that sharp, consistent bounce to make it count. Wide on this occasion from Afreed Katie.
So testing times for the batters. Look at that field setup, deep square leg and long off, two fielders stationed outside the 30-yard circle. And now they're making a change. Long off coming in. And there's a backward deep point.
They need a wicket, and that's the only way they can come into the game. But on this occasion, it is Osama who's going to make it count. Pulled in front of square through the mid-wicket region. And first boundary for Osama on this occasion.
I like the way he's getting those runs. Came out with positive approach. Hitting hard, putting the ball in the gap. And the first boundary for Osama. Going for some runs, Afreed Katie.
Up into the arc, a big appeal. But I don't think there was anything, or could there be something out of this? If this is a run out, this is suicidal from Osama. He's playing brilliantly. They're celebrating here, Muscat Thunderers. And Abbas is asking, why did you need to do that?
I really don't understand why he went for that single. Good recovery by the bowler. Excellent, excellent. Taking his own time, he made sure he's near to the stumps and releasing at that. Brilliant work done by the bowler. The terrible piece of calling, I would say, not needed at all. He was looking good, but he needs to walk back to the hut. So at last, some runs, but a wicket to his, I would not say to his name, but a wicket going in favor of Muscat Thunderers. 9 on board, they have lost Osama Akhil.
Wishwa will walk in for the loss of Osama. Suicidal, absolutely suicidal. This is the only way that I feel that MAJEES Titans can give this match to Muscat Thunderers. They're in complete control of this game. Such decisions can make it poisonous. Munis Ansari comes to the attack. The old warhorse, the slingy Munis Ansari. He is going to be the difference between win and lose for Muscat Thunderers.
That wicket going down, Osama Akhil has just opened that window for Muscat Thunderers. Are we going to watch the same Munis Ansari who never bowls the first ball? The ritual says he runs and he stops.
Watch out for the leg before to the left-hander. He's still warming in. He's not putting in, or rather bending his back still. These are just these gentle medium paces. But one of those deliveries is going to be the slingy Munis Ansari special. It comes in to the left-hander. And that's where Wishwa will have to take care of his pads and wickets.
Slow down on his pace, but what I like is that fear in the batter's eyes whenever they face Munis Ansari. Oh, excellent. Coming into the left-hander, very watchful of the mark with that single. Bowling with the new ball. Yes, he slowed down with the age, but look at that accuracy, the discipline in his bowling. It is the reason he's the star bowler of this side.
Not just that, Madhusar, but what I feel is that even with the age adding on to his the action with which he bowls, he's still able to perform, stay away from injuries, stay fit. And this is real competitive level. To perform at this level consistently over so many years, hats off to this edged, and this could very well have been cut off by the wicketkeeper. Should have gone for it. Nonetheless, it's a no ball. So 5 free runs to the batter, and Abbas will take a sigh of relief.
N number of times we have seen this. Whenever we praise the bowler or batter, the very next delivery doesn't go in their favor. A no ball, top of that, a boundary thick outside edge. In the first game, he bowled couple of no balls. Now here, he started off really well, but slight error and lucky runs, thick outside edge, 4 runs. Now the advantage for Abbas, it will be a free hit.
This is going to be right in the block hole with everything that he has in his gas. A bullet to the block hole. That's exactly what Munis Ansari can do 10 out of 10 times. I was talking to him earlier this evening. He said, give me 12 balls. I'll get 12 in the block hole. That's how confident Munis Ansari is.
That confidence comes when you put in that hard work, spending, beg your pardon, spending time in the nets and working hard on your fitness. Still fit enough. He makes sure he plays every game for his team. And not only that, he performs really well for them.
Driven. Yes, it was a full toss, but still had to be put away. And Vishwa has just done that. Munis Ansari has been driven through the covers for a boundary, and Vishwa will take a lot of confidence out of it.
Sensible piece of batting. Not trying to hit hard, just placing in the gap. It's a bit expensive in this over.
Another thing to add on, Mudassir, is that I've never heard Munis Ansari missing out a match because of an injury. Such is his fitness. He does work very hard behind his fitness. Well bowled, and that's a big appeal. Empire will not be interested, probably angling down the leg side. And that's exactly one of his USP deliveries.
Clearly going down the leg, trying to put that extra pressure on the on-field umpire. So 21, though they have lost a wicket, but managing to go at 10 runs per over.
They need a wicket here, by hook or by crook. It does not matter. Can Munis Ansari provide a special? Shot. And this is going to be runs for Abbas all day of the years. What a wonderful square drive from the bat of Abbas. The pace of Munis Ansari has dipped down, and this is going to be easily capitalized by Abbas through the square region. 2 overs done. 25 for the loss of 1 MAJEES Titans. The champion has been brought into the attack. Amir Shah, one of the pick of bowlers in the previous contest, the left arm spinner, does like to have a lot of pace behind his arm. And alongside me, it's going to be Amin Wagle. Amin, what do you make of the match? A brilliant start for Majees Titans, isn't it?
Well, certainly that scorecard does indicate that the Majees Titans have started really well, but some of the better bowlers of this Muscat Thunderers side are yet to be deployed and unleashed onto the Majees Titans batters. Munus Ansari was one of them, and in the previous over, I think, just barring that odd boundaries, otherwise he was pretty much on target. They've already lost 1 wicket pretty early, courtesy that run out. Works it away towards the onside, and this is something they would need to get out of, a habit to get out of Majees Titans. They've gotten off to a good start, but that attack or the onslaught should not stop. They need to start, or they need to keep taking the risks every now and then, trying and attempting to go after the bowlers, not allow the opposing captain to settle in and manage the troops around in a very safe and secured way. Always create some sort of a headache for the fielding captain. Works it away towards the offside. Just going to be another single now.
Pratish Ramesh, the fielder, one of the young talents of the Oman under-19, known for his wonderful leg spin. Can we see some of it this evening? Can a gamble pay out? In the air, just away from the fielder. Munus Ansari will cover it up. They need the luck on their side, Muscat Thunderers.
Yes, absolutely, and that was just half a chance, and Ashish Odedra, normally very safe. With full marks for that effort, trying, never easy, running behind and trying to get hold of something. A player of his caliber, though, should have managed to make it a little bit more easier for himself. Having said that, that's an opportunity gone down. It's turning out to be a good over now. You're 5 balls into this over and just 4 runs. And now, what is Vishwa thinking? Is he thinking of taking that risky shot towards cow corner, down the ground? Otherwise, no, this one's kept away from the left-hander. A quiet end to the over and a very good one as far as the Muscat Thunderers are concerned. Just 4 runs of it. 3 overs gone, 29 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Makrant, for the very first time, will roll his arm over in this tournament, OMAN D10.
It will be interesting to see what sort of skills he has to contribute. Loud shout, not interested. Quite a tall, lanky for a spinner.
Wonder what was that missing? Probably the leg stump. Turning with the arm. Brilliant decision from the umpire. Zaman Qureshi. Angling it away from the right-hander on this occasion. Pulling away from his body, Makrant. Intelligent cricketer, nonetheless. Certainly can contribute a lot with the ball.
Yeah, nearly played it back to him. Took the leaning edge. Now Abbas will have to be a little bit cautious here. He's gotten off to a good start here. Played some cracking shots. A boundary to start off with. In the air, and oh, this is ordinary from Yunus Ansari. There's got to be a corner where you would need to hide Yunus Ansari, and that's probably the only drawback of having somebody like him in your side. Is going to be a welcome boundary for Majees Titans.
Let's give him the credit. Maybe an odd bounce, yes. Probably unfortunate on this occasion, Moniz Ansari. Not known for his fielding skills, yes. But a brilliant bowler. And a set to any team whatsoever, Moniz Ansari. Has a big halt in his bowling action, Makrand. He's bowled well. 5 of 5.
Well, yeah, he stops just before delivering the ball, but at the same time, there were the first couple of deliveries where the action was pretty fluid, so he's got both sorts of deliveries.
Something like Suresh Raina.
Or maybe Kedar Yadav. I could just keep going on. Anybody who would want to, try and create a little bit of doubt, a little bit of jerk movement, induce the batter to commit to a wrong foot selection. Loud shout. And not given by the umpire. And it's probably going to be end of the over. So another quiet over goes by. Makrand Patil just gives away 5 in this one. 4 overs gone, 34 for the loss of 1 wicket.
This is a very important phase in this game. Ahmed Shah will continue from the Oman tail end. They need wickets here. Charged in. There is a sweeper to cover it off and cut it and keep it down to a single only.
A little bit of risk taking is the need of the hour, especially from the likes of Vishwa, who's looked awfully quiet in a game of 10 overs, in an innings of 10 overs, being 8 runs of 10 deliveries, and it's not going to look good. Still comfortable just rotating strike at the moment. Or is it just because that the Majees Titans are comfortable with the fact that, yes, of course, they just need about 7 runs and over from the start of the innings, and things cannot possibly get too little too late towards the end of the innings?
Not really sure on that. Any leadership group would be looking to capitalize on the net run rate. Almost chopped on. Almost chopped on. Things not working in favor of Muscat Thunderers this evening. Everything that's looked to be going in favor of them is not working in favor of them.
Absolutely horrendous sight here for any bowler. Tries to thump that down the ground, but manages to only get an inside edge. So it's another single here. And just like that, you're already 4 overs, 4 balls into the over. What can Majees Titans do here to just ease off the pressure? They're still treading along safely. No need to press the panic button as of yet. Reverse sweep. And he misses it. All ends up. So there you go. That's the first signs of pressure showing on the Majees Titan batters.
Not sure if the pressure is on Majees Titans, but the pressure is certainly on Vishwa. He's taken a dozen balls to be there in the center, and he's just got 9 to his name. And those 9 runs haven't been convincing. That's the matter of concern for Vishwa. Looking for a big one here in the gap or not. There is a deep mid wicket, and that will keep it down to 1. So another brilliant over from Amir Shah. Rather a spell. 2 overs, 8 runs, no wicket to his name. Muscat Muscat Thunderers are fighting a game here against Majees Titans, 38 for 1 at the end of 5.
Steps out, plays on the onside towards long on. Single added to the total. 31 required of 29 deliveries. Seemingly an equation that is favoring Majees Titans, since they have lost the first game. And if you are in the driving seat at any occasion in the tournament, you need to make sure that you win by a big margin so that you get ahead on the net run rate, even on the early days of the tournament.
Starting 2 overs, they got 25. Next 19 deliveries, they just got 14 runs. Patil pulling those off-break deliveries. In the air, just clear that fine leg fielder. No chance for Jay. So at last, a boundary.
Good batting this by Abbas. Playing it towards the onside. A much needed one this for the Majees Titans. 27 of 28 now. Abbas going along well. Oh, nearly chops on the stumps. But they will still manage to scamper through for a single.
Really don't understand what was the need to take that risky single. But rightly said by you, and they have a very good opportunity to bet at the net run rate after losing that first game. They cannot take this game till the last over, chasing that 70-44 on board. Using the feet, go straight over the bowler. A brilliant hit. So runs coming in this over of Makarand Patil, going for 12 so far. Good use of the feet, shimmy down the track. Not trying to hit hard. Excellent batting.
Dabs it on the offside. Gets a single. It has been a decent over for the Majees Titans. They have managed 13 of the 5 deliveries. Abbas will be eyeing a boundary on the last ball of the over as well.
Playing his first, in fact, first tournament and the second game. Patil from Virar, Mumbai. In the air, a chance created. An excellent catch taken by Ganesh. Just before this delivery, Abbas had, in fact, Vishwa had a word with Abbas not to try. Just losing the concentration here. Wanted to go big, wanted to get that maximum.
Yeah, that was a seam-up ball. That is a valiant effort. Ganesh Chandrasekhar getting his both hands underneath the ball. Resistance of Abbas Khan comes to an end. 23 of 16. And with that, we come to the end of over number 6. It is 51 for 2.
Yeah, lefty on strike.
आशीष भागना पड़ेगा प्लीज पॉइंट ले लो डीप कर ले जा सेंटर हम
Covering. Bowling chain, right arm over.
Leg spinner comes in the attack. Thumb straight down the ground. Wishpa gets a single.
Sorry. Right arm over.
Yeah, that's good cricket. Abdul Rauf has just walks in the middle. Dabs first, one on the offside and gets a single. But there's something very usual about the way Abdul Rauf plays. No matter what format you're playing, the basics remain the same. Watch the first ball, dabs on the offside, takes a single. The conventional way of playing cricket. This is the appeal from the bowler. He thinks that he's got the hand on the ball. Pratish.
The young leg break bowler started off really well. You can see that control. It's not easy as a wrist spinner. Young boy going upstairs, waiting for the decision. It was hit hard towards the bowler, and in the process just brushing his fingertips. Now the bat is still in the air. It's a close call.
Definitely a very close call there. Here, meanwhile, we're just checking if the ball has touched the hand or not. Umpire has given his verdict.
Excellent. Brilliant stuff. Shimmy down the track, misses the line completely. The young Pratish strikes for the first time in Oman D20, powered by Fan Code. And full mark should be given to Sandeep Gaur, trusting his young leg break bowler, and he delivers for his team and for his captain.
Yeah, that was a beautiful delivery. Flighted delivery going away from the left-handed batter. Conventional stumping this from the wicket keeper. Vishwa departs after scoring 19, 53 for 3 MAJEES Titans. Walks in at number 5 is Ajay Lalcheta. Just to show you how beautiful this game is. A youngster who's probably into his first major tournament. He is up against the veteran of Oman cricket, Ajay Lalcheta. Has featured in multiple multinational tournaments for Oman. Trying to force that one.
Look at that control, Numan. Young, but has that confidence in him. Not an easy skill as a bowler to be a wrist spinner. Look at that confidence. Not afraid to bowl. A bit fuller. It's a good start for the young Pratish, going for just 3 runs, a wicket to his name. So 7 overs done, 54 for the loss of 3. Chasing 70, 54 on board. They've lost 3 wickets. The experienced Lal Cheta out there in the middle runs in Afreed KT.
16 required of 18 balls. 2 new batters in the middle for the MAJEES Titans. Thumbs through the offside. Gets a single. Gets on the other end. Ajay Lal Cheta. Abdul Rauf has got all the skill set to finish the game in the span of next 5 deliveries. He's that sort of a player. The ex-Oman national team's wicket keeper. So the 2 players featuring in the middle have featured for the Oman's national team. Abdul Rauf has played most of his cricket back in Lahore. Thumbs through the offside. They'll only scamper through for a single.
Sitting in Pakistan and following the cricketers who plays in Oman, it shows the amount of knowledge you have. If you could have used such kind of knowledge in your school days, you could have achieved a lot in Oman.
Well, just for your information, I'm still a mechanical engineer, so never mind. Has somebody used that information? Passion and profession side by side. My dear Mudassir. That's in the air, in and out. Bucket hands from the fielder at point. He could have grabbed that. He should have grabbed that. But nevertheless, a chance went begging.
When you're defending 70, you need to take those catches. How did he miss that? Ashish Odedra survives Ajay Lal Cheta. Now just 13 needed of 15. Afreed KT, unlucky. But it will be a massive win if they can achieve that 70. MAJEES Titans after losing that first game. The 2 beating a side like MUSCAT.
Picked up on the onside. That'll just be a single. 12 required now. Decent day 1 outings here at the OMAN D10 powered by Fan Code. We have seen some enthralling contest. 113, 109 was chased first up, and then 93 was defended. Picked up. That's a beautiful shot. Inside out. Ajay Lal Cheta gets a boundary.
It's a vintage Ajay Lalcheta. A glorious looking shot. Always in command, in control. Just lofting away from that mid-off fielder. A brilliant boundary. Experience of Ajay Lalcheta comes into play. Now just 8 needed. The absence of Zishan Maqsood, Amir Kaleem. A lot depends on this man Ajay Lalcheta.
Good comeback this by the bowler, bowling right up in the block hole. Single to end the over. 7 required of the last 2 overs. It is time for the floating power play. It has been taken by the batting side. 7 required of the last 2 overs. Walk in the park task for batting lineup of MAJEES Titans. Pratesh, the spinner. He will continue, will be bowling in the floating power play. Would be a great learning for this youngster. That's beautifully done. That's what Mudassir was mentioning earlier on, that he is not hesitant to flight the ball up.
Very well bowled, very well bowled.
A big responsibility have been given to the captain Sandeep, and look at that field setup. 2 fielders, one at long on and one at deep square leg. Look at the amount of confidence in this young boy. Backing him is the captain Sandeep Gaur, the future of Oman cricket, Pratish.
Yeah, you're right, the confidence. It's absolutely riding high on that. And it's not easy being a leg spinner. Normally, the leg spinners or the wrist spinners are usually targeted in the white ball cricket. Once again, couldn't pace the gap on the offside. What an over this has been by Pratish. He's taken a ring of fielders on the offside against Ajay Lalcheta, and he has been bowling according to the plan. But now he is up against a different opponent, Abdul Rauf, who likes hitting the ball hard, usually prefers the onside area, deep backward square leg and long on. The 2 fielders stationed at the boundary. Trying to heave that one. Once again, the timing was not there. Good over this by Pratish.
Nice bowling, great bowling. Great bowling, boys, shabash.
His parents, his coaches will be proud the way he bowled, playing for the first time in Oman D10, powered by Fan Code. Has been very impressive.
No worries, no worries. Shabash, 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 Pradesh.
Goes straight down the ground. Another flighted delivery, and the batters are coming back for the second run. That's good running and a poor throw there by the fielder at long on. Last 7 deliveries, 3 required, just to break the momentum. They require a wicket right now, Muscat Thunderers. Once again on the onside. What an over this has been. They're coming back for the second run and they will surely complete that. This youngster will remember his first spell for a long time. 9 runs of his 2 overs. And just 1 run required for MAJEES Titans to register their first win. It's the last over of the proceedings. Only 1 run required. On the offside, a dot ball. Abdul Rauf would be eyeing to finish that. Ringo fielders on the offside there. Mid-off, cover, extra cover, point, backward point, short third. And that has been called as wide. So MAJEES Titans have registered their first victory of OMAN D10 powered by fan code. Happy faces. And a well-deserved victory. They were very disciplined with the ball in hand. They were immaculate in the field. And the batters responded to the task. They have registered a victory in the last over. MAJEES Titans winning the game by 7 wickets.
An impressive win. It will boost their confidence after losing their first encounter in this tournament. So the day one, the final game, comes to an end. MAJEES Titans winning this game by 7 wickets. One more time, disappointment for the batters of MUSCAT Thunderers. The bowlers tried their best, but clearly the day belongs to MAJEES Titans. The bowlers doing a pretty good job. Fielders were excellent in the field, and the batters making sure to get those 70 runs. If we talk about the positives in this game, for MUSCAT Thunderers, I think Pratish, he bowled quite well, the youngster. And talking about the chase, Osama managing 7, Abbas managing 23 of 16 balls, Vishwa got run a ball 19. The experienced Ajay Lalcheta getting those 13 runs and making sure the team gets those 2 points in their kitty. So the first win for MAJEES Titans.
Talking about the bowling, I believe bowlers did not have enough runs on the board to defend. Wicket apiece for Makarand and Pratish. Other bowlers were pretty expensive, including the likes of Muniz Ansari, giving away 15 runs in his only over. The target of 70 was chased down in the last over by MAJEES Titans. Well, talking about the run chase, 70 was the target. Batters have managed to get a decent start. 25 of the first 2 overs. And this was poor communication between the 2 batters. This was Muniz Ansari's over that yielded a lot of runs for MAJEES Titans. Abbas Khan looked impressive, got some runs. Fielding has not been up to the park. Just when Abbas was upping the ante, batters kept on scoring the runs. This was the wicket for Fawaz Khan. Good catch there by Ganesh Chandrasekhar. Then came in Pratesh and he's got a wicket. But the experienced Ajay Lalcheta made sure that MAJEES Titans gets over the line. Muscat Thunders put on 69 in 10 overs, and that has been chased down in the last over, courtesy a good batting performance by Ajay Lalcheta and Abbas Khan. So far, so good this by MAJEES Titans, winning the first game in the tournament.
And that too against the Muscat Thunders. So everything going in favor of MAJEES Titans. The season opening day, one we have witnessed 4 matches, and the story will continue tomorrow as well. The match number 5 will be played between Royal Oman Stallions. They will be taking on Renaissance Challengers. The starting time 4:30 p.m. local time. Then after that it's followed by IAS Invincibles will take on Muscat Thunderers. Then Yalla Shabab will be in action against MAJEES Titans, and the final game will be played between IAS Invincibles taking on Renaissance Challengers. So 2 games for Invincible and Renaissance Challengers on day 2. So action and drama will continue. If we talk about day 1, the highlights of day 1 for me, the 59 from the blade of Ashish Odedra Noman.
Well, absolutely. Ashish Odedra did bat well. For me, it was the experienced Mehran Khan who did put up a great fight, hitting 6 sixes at the Oman Cricket Academy, making sure that his team IAS Invincible registered their first win in the tournament.
And how can we forget Pratish, the youngster? He bowled quite well, keeping in mind bowling for the first time, that too on a big platform.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different pressure altogether once you are playing in the broadcasted game, and that too against the Oman's experienced players. The seasoned campaigner for the Oman's national team. So he has been impressive. The control that he has shown over the wrist spin is just immaculate.
It was a long, tough day for all of us. So what's your plan tonight, Noman?
Absolutely no plans. Just a dinner and resting at home to get myself ready for the action-packed day tomorrow. Right then, presentation ceremony is all set. We'll head down to Amin Wagle for the presentation ceremony.
Welcome to Oman D10, powered by Fan Code, and welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony. We've completed match number 4, the last one for this evening, and of course this was between the MAJEES Titans versus the Muscat Thunderers. The toss was won by MAJEES Titans, and of course Captain Rahil Habibullah elected to bat first this time around, to bowl first this time around, and the first innings total by Muscat Thunderers was 69 for the loss of 5 wickets, whereas in the second innings, Abbas Khan of the MAJEES Titans ensured that they got through to that total in a decent amount of time, 23 runs of 16 balls, and that was studded with 4 boundaries. And because of this, we adjudge him the man of the match, the player of the match. May I request Abbas Khan to come and collect the medallion from the match official, Mr. Freddy. Abbas bhai, बहुत-बहुत मुबारकबाद. And कैसा था विकेट? 70 रन बनाने थे. काफ़ी मुश्किल था. विकेट में बॉल फंस के आ रही थी या ड्यू फैक्टर्स की वजह से कुछ और हो रहा था. आपकी क्या राय है इसके बारे में?
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र है, उसके बाद अपनी टीम का, मजीज़ का, कि उन लोगों ने मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटी दी मुझे और मुझे लिया अपनी टीम में. और विकेट के हवाले से है कि विकेट काफ़ी मुश्किल था. स्टार्ट में जैसा लगा मुझे, मैंने कहा शॉट मेरे जो ख़ुद के शॉट नहीं आ रहे थे, मैंने कहा टाइम लूँ इंशाल्लाह. टाइम लेके अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ने कामयाबी दी.
ओके, एक दिन में 2 मैचेस हैं. हालांकि 10 ओवर का ही गेम है, बट फिर भी 2 मैचेस खेलना है, और स्पेशली इतने लेट तक जब मैच जा रहे हैं, कितना मुश्किल रहता है बॉडी को, जिस हिसाब से आप वार्म अप कर रहे हैं, कूल डाउन कर रहे हैं, उस लिहाज से?
जी बिल्कुल मुश्किल होता है, लेकिन जब हम इनसाइड होते हैं ग्राउंड में तो मुश्किल नहीं है. जब हम बाहर वेट करते हैं तो इंतज़ार करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. बाकी जब हम आते हैं तो और 100% देते हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
चलिए अब्बास, पहली जीत मुबारक हो इस D10 टूर्नामेंट में मजीज टाइटंस के तौर पे, और मैं होप करता हूं कि आप और ऐसे मैन ऑफ द मैचेस अवार्ड्स लेके जाएं। So I guess that's it from the post-match presentation ceremony, and that's it from the team for match day 1. Do stay tuned to all our various sources of entertainment, whether it be Fancode or whether it be Sports Eye. We've got a lot of live cricketing action coming your way. Good night and have a good day.